You know what literally nobody ever wakes up excited about? Cleaning. But here's the thing. Your house gets gross, and eventually you have to do something about it. So what if I told you there are ways to clean that require almost zero effort? I'm talking tricks so easy that even the laziest person alive can pull them off. These aren't just cleaning hacks. They're survival tactics for people who'd rather be doing literally anything else. And yes, each one of these actually works. I'm Mike with List25, and today I'm breaking down 25 fast cleaning tricks for people who hate cleaning. But before we dive in, do me a favor, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss out on any of our videos. Your support keeps this channel going, and I appreciate you. Now, let's make your house sparkle without you having to suffer through it. 25. Acetone to remove stains on walls. Got a crayon masterpiece courtesy of your kid's inner Picasso? Permanent marker where it definitely shouldn't be? Nail polish remover is about to become your new best friend. And no, I'm not talking about your nails. Acetone destroys oil-based stains, grease, ink, crayon, permanent marker, and even paint splatters on walls. The catch? It's strong enough to strip paint if you're not careful, so test it on a hidden spot first. Nobody wants to fix one stain and create a whole new problem. Grab a cotton ball or clean cloth, dab a little acetone on it, and gently blot the stain. Do not scrub like your life depends on it. Just dab and let the acetone do the work. Once the stain lifts, wipe the area with a damp cloth and get rid of any leftover residue. Also, pro tip, crack a window and throw in some gloves because acetone fumes are no joke. Your lungs will thank you. 24. Microwave steam clean with lemon. That microwave looks like a crime scene from last week's spaghetti explosion, and spending an hour scrubbing it sounds like actual torture. Don't worry, there's a way to cheat the system. Fill a microwave-safe bowl with water, toss in a few lemon slices, and nuke it for 3 minutes. The water boils, creates steam, and suddenly all that dried-on food and grease just gives up. After it's done, let it sit for a minute so the steam can finish doing its thing, then carefully pull out the bowl, it's hot so don't be a hero, and wipe down the inside with a cloth or sponge. Everything comes off without scrubbing, and the microwave smells like lemons instead of whatever disaster happened there last Tuesday. It's natural, chemical-free, and takes less time than finding the motivation to actually clean it properly. Save those lemon peels afterwards, because we'll use them later for the garbage disposal. 23. Dishwasher All-In-One. That dishwasher sitting in your kitchen, it's living way below its potential. I mean, yeah, it cleans plates and forks, but did you know it also can handle fridge shelves, kitchen sponges, range hood filters, and even plastic toys? It's basically a cleaning workhouse that's been underutilized this whole time. Toss the big stuff like fridge shelves on the bottom rack and smaller items like sponges or toys in a mesh bag so they don't fly around and break something. Run a normal cycle with regular detergent, but skip the heated dry if you're washing plastic, unless you want melted toys. The high heat and water pressure sanitize everything and blast away grease and grime. Just double check that whatever you're throwing in there is dishwasher safe first. Wood, rubber, delicate plastics, and anything with electrical parts are a hard no. Everything else? Fair game. One cycle, multiple clean items, zero extra effort. 22. Baking soda sink scrub. Want your sink to shine without breaking out the hardcore chemicals? Baking soda's got your back, and it takes about 10 minutes, tops. Sprinkle a generous amount of baking soda all over your sink, especially in the gross stain spots that'll make you avoid looking at it too closely. Let it sit for 10 minutes while the baking soda breaks down grime and neutralizes whatever funky smells are happening down there. Then grab a sponge or soft brush, scrub gently, and rinse with warm water. Baking soda is just abrasive enough to lift off residue without scratching stainless steel, porcelain, or composite sinks. For extra sparkle, finish by wiping the sink with a little vinegar or lemon juice. Your sink will look brand new, and you don't have to inhale bleach fumes to make it happen. 21. Line your fridge. Nobody likes cleaning fridge shelves, ever. Especially not after mystery liquids have dried into some kind of science experiment you didn't sign up for. So, here's a hack that'll save you from ever scrubbing those shelves again. Line them. Grab some cling film, plastic mats, or silicone liners and cover your fridge shelves before putting anything on them. When something spills or leaks, because it will, the liner catches it instead of letting it cement itself to the glass. Just pull out the liner, rinse it off or toss it, and slap down a new one. Done. Plastic mats and silicone liners work better than cling film because they're reusable, washable, and actually stay put instead of sliding around every time you grab the milk. This trick keeps your fridge cleaner, cuts down on weird smells, and means you can go way longer between deep cleaning sessions. Lazy? Yeah. Genius? Also yeah. 20. Clean blender trick. Cleaning a blender sucks because you either risk slicing your hand on the blade or you just don't clean it properly and pretend everything's fine. There's a better way, and it takes 10 seconds. Fill your blender halfway with warm water, squirt in a few drops of dish soap, and blend on high for about 10 seconds. The soapy water swirls around and scrubs everything, the blades, the sides, the bottom, without you having to stick your hand anywhere near those sharp edges. Pour it out, rinse with clean water, and you're done. This works best right after you use the blender before whatever you have made is decided to dry and turn into cement. The longer you wait, the harder it gets to clean. Do it immediately and you'll never have to scrub dried smoothie gunk off the bottom again. 19. Toaster crumb tray. Every toaster has a secret compartment at the bottom that's been collecting burnt breadcrumbs since the day you bought it, and chances are, you've never touched it. That little tray slides out, and cleaning it takes about 10 seconds. Pull out the crumb tray, shake the debris into the trash, and wipe it down with a damp cloth if it's sticky. Let it completely dry before sliding it back in, and you're done. That's it. No scrubbing, no soaking, no drama. Doing this once a week keeps the toaster from smelling like burnt toast every time you use it, and prevents potential fire hazards from all those crumbs piling up. Plus, the toaster will actually work better when it's not clogged with charred bread bits. It's the easiest cleaning hack on this entire list, and there's really no excuse not to do it. 18. Aluminum foil trick. Oven racks are disgusting, and scrubbing them is one of those chores that makes you question every life choice that led you here. Good news! You don't have to scrub them anymore. Pull the racks from your oven and wrap each completely in foil. Drop them in your bathtub or a big container filled with hot water and a generous amount of dish soap. You can toss in some baking soda too if you're, feeling ambitious. Let them soak overnight while you sleep and forget they exist. The next day, unwrap the racks and give them a light scrub with a sponge. Most of the baked-on grease and grime will wipe off without a fight. Rinse them thoroughly, dry them completely, and slide them back in. Your oven racks look brand new and you barely did anything. 17. Use a lint roller everywhere. Lint rollers aren't just for getting cat hair off your black pants 5 minutes before you leave the house. They're secretly one of the most versatile cleaning tools you own, and you've been sleeping on their full potential. Roll one over your couch, chairs, lampshades, curtains, and even your car seats. The sticky sheets grab crumbs, pet hair, and dust that vacuums miss, especially on fabric surfaces. It's faster than dragging out the vacuum, quieter than turning it on, and way more satisfying when you peel back that sheet and see all the gross stuff it picked up. You can even use it on hard-to-reach spots like under couch cushions or along baseboards. For a more eco-friendly option, grab a washable lint roller or a silicone one that rinses under clean water. Either way, it's one of the fastest ways to make your furniture look respectable again. 16. Cushion cover quick fix. Those couch cushions smell like last week's pizza and dog, but taking off all the covers and washing them sounds like a whole project you're not ready for. Well, skip it. Grab a fabric refreshener spray and lightly mist the cushions from about 12 inches away. Don't soak them, just a light spray is enough. Let them air dry completely, and suddenly the couch smells clean without you having to wrestle with zippers and washing machines. For extra freshness, sprinkle some baking soda, the same stuff we used earlier on the sink, on the cushions before you spray. Let them sit for 15 minutes, then vacuum it off. This neutralizes odors and makes the spray work even better. Now, it's not a replacement for actually washing the covers when they're truly disgusting, but it buys you time between deep cleans and keeps the living room from smelling like a frat house. 15. Pillowcase Fan Hack. Ceiling fans are dust magnets, and cleaning them usually means creating a dust storm that lands on everything below. There's a way to avoid turning your living room into a disaster zone, and it involves an old pillowcase. Slip a pillowcase over one fan blade at a time, press the fabric around it, and slowly pull the pillowcase back toward you. All the dust stays trapped inside the case instead of raining down on your furniture, your floor, and your face. Once you've done all the blades, take the pillowcase outside, shake it out, and toss it in the wash. This whole process takes, maybe 5 minutes, and you don't have to spend the next hour cleaning up the mess you just made while cleaning. For extra shine, wipe the blades down with a damp cloth or a bit of all-purpose cleaner after you're done. Your fan looks brand new, and nothing got destroyed in the process. 14. Hairdryer for mirrors. Every time you shower, the bathroom mirror fogs up, and you're stuck either waiting for it to clear or wiping it with a towel that just smears water around and makes it worse. Neither option is great. Grab a hairdryer, turn it on to warm or medium heat, and aim it at the foggy mirror from about a foot away. The moisture evaporates instantly, and you get a clear, streak-free reflection without touching the glass at all. No chemicals, no elbow grease, nothing. This works especially well if the bathroom turns into a steam room after every shower because ventilation is terrible. You can wipe it with a microfiber cloth afterward if you want it extra shiny, but honestly, the hairdryer handles it just fine on its own. 13. Use shaving cream on mirrors. Don't own a hairdryer? Don't worry, I got you. Shaving cream is about to change your life. Spread a thin layer of regular shaving cream, not gel, the actual foam stuff, all over your bathroom mirror. Then wipe it off with a clean, dry cloth until the glass is clear and streak-free. It leaves behind this invisible protective film that repels moisture and steam for weeks. Your mirror won't fog up after showers anymore, and you don't have to buy some expensive anti-fog spray to make it happen. This trick works just like those pricey products, but costs way less and lasts for several weeks before you need to reapply. Plus, your mirror looks polished and clean afterwards, so you're killing two birds with one can of shaving cream. It's basically magic, but cheaper. 12. Remove sticker residue with rubbing alcohol. Ever peel off a sticker and get left with that sticky, gummy residue that refuses to go away? You scrape at it with your fingernail and it just rolls into little balls of gunk. Rubbing alcohol fixes this in seconds. Soak a cotton ball, cloth, or paper towel with rubbing alcohol and press it onto the sticky spot for about 30 seconds. The alcohol loosens the adhesive and then you can just rub it off without fighting it. For really stubborn spots, use a plastic scraper to lift the gunk without scratching the surface underneath. Wipe the area clean with a damp cloth when you're done and the residue is completely gone. This works on glass, metal, plastics, and tons of other surfaces. And it dries fast without leaving streaks or damage. No more sticky nightmares ruining your stuff. 11. Disinfect cutting boards. Cutting boards have seen things. Raw chicken, questionable leftovers, that onion you chopped 3 days ago. They're basically bacteria breeding grounds, and running them underwater for 2 seconds isn't cutting it. Spray the board with hydrogen peroxide, the regular 3% stuff from the drugstore, and let it sit for 10 minutes. The peroxide kills bacteria, mold, and all the germs lurking in those knife grooves. After 10 minutes, rinse it thoroughly with warm water and let it air dry. For extra cleaning power, sprinkle some baking soda on the board before you spray. It lifts stains and odors while the peroxide handles the disinfecting. This works on both plastic and wooden cutting boards, and it's way safer than using harsh chemicals on something that touches food. The cutting board is actually clean now, not just rinsed off clean. 10. Spray Febreze on curtains. Those curtains smell musty, dusty, or like whatever you cooked last week, and the thought of taking them down, washing them, and rehanging them makes you want to give up on life. Don't do it. Just spray them. Grab some Febreze or any fabric refreshener, the same stuff we used on the couch cushions earlier, and lightly mist the curtains from about 12 to 18 inches away. Don't soak them, again, just a light spray is enough. The spray neutralizes odors and leaves them smelling clean without you having to wrestle the curtain rods or figure out if they're even machine washable. Open a window or turn on a fan after you spray so the fabric dries faster and the scent just doesn't hang there awkwardly. This trick is perfect for heavy drapes or decorative curtains that are a nightmare to take down and wash. Between the couch and the curtains, you can basically refresh the whole living room in under 5 minutes without actually washing a single thing. 9. Run lemon peels and ice cubes in your garbage disposal. The garbage disposal smells like something died down there, and every time you flip the switch, you get hit with a wave of regret. Before you start Googling how to replace the whole thing, try this. Grab a handful of ice cubes and some lemon peels, whatever's left over from that lemon you used earlier to steam clean the microwave, and toss them down the disposal. Turn on the cold water, flip the switch, and let it run for about 20 to 30 seconds. The ice chips away at all the gross buildup stuck to the blades, while the lemon peels release oils that actually smell good instead of like rotting food. Flush it with more cold water when you're done, and suddenly, the kitchen doesn't smell like a crime scene anymore. No scrubbing, no weird brushes, no expensive cleaning products. Just ice and citrus doing the work while you stand there and feel accomplished. 8. Drop denture tablets into the toilet bowl. The toilet has those brown ring stains that make you feel like you're living in a gas station bathroom, and no amount of scrubbing is fixing it. Here's where things get weird. Denture tablets. Yeah, the thing Grandma uses to clean her teeth. Drop 2 or 3 of those fizzy tablets into the toilet bowl and walk away. Let them sit for 30 minutes, or if the toilet is really tragic, leave them overnight. The tablets fizz and break down mineral deposits, lime scales, and all that nasty buildup while you literally do anything else. When you come back, give it a quick scrub with a toilet brush and flush. The bowl looks cleaner, smells better, and you didn't have to huff bleach fumes or scrub until your shoulder gave out. Plus, watching those tablets fizz is way more entertaining than it has any right to be. It's cheap, it works, and nobody has to know you're cleaning the toilet with denture tabs. 7. Sprinkle baking soda on carpets. Carpets are gross. They trap pet hair, crumbs, mystery stains, and smells you can't quite identify but definitely don't want to think about too hard. Before you rent one of those industrial carpet cleaners and commit your entire Saturday to the cause, try this. Sprinkle baking soda, yes, that same magical powder we've been using on sinks and couch cushions, all over the carpet in a light, even layer. Let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes while it absorbs odors, moisture, and whatever else is lurking in those fibers. Then, vacuum it all up along with the dirt and smells it's trapped. This trick works especially well for pet odors, musty smells, and high traffic areas that always look dingy no matter what you do. It's natural, chemical-free, and way cheaper than buying carpet deodorizer that does the exact same thing but costs 10 times more. Plus, baking soda won't leave weird residue or make your carpet feel crunchy. 6. Coffee filters for lint-free shine. Glass cleaners are supposed to make windows and mirrors sparkle, but instead you're left with streaks and paper towel fuzz all over everything. Turns out, paper towels are actually terrible at this job. Coffee filters and newspaper, though? Surprisingly perfect. Both are lint-free and won't leave behind those annoying paper fibers that regular paper towels shred everywhere. Spray your glass cleaner or a vinegar water solution on the surface, then wipe with a coffee filter or a piece of newspaper in circular motions. Buff it dry with a clean section, and suddenly the glass actually looks clean instead of smeared. This works great for windows, mirrors, and glass tables. It's also way cheaper than buying fancy microfiber cloths, and you probably already have coffee filters sitting in your kitchen doing nothing. Same with newspapers, if you're one of the 5 people who still gets a physical paper delivered. 5. Use dryer sheets to dust. Dusting is the worst because 5 minutes after you finish, the dust is back like it never even left. Static cling is the problem, and dryer sheets are weirdly good at solving it. Grab a used or new dryer sheet and wipe down baseboards, blinds, shelves, TV screens, and electronics. The anti-static properties don't just pick up dust, they actually help repel it afterwards so it doesn't resettle immediately. Surfaces stay cleaner longer, and you don't have to dust again 3 days later. This works especially well on smooth surfaces and leaves behind a light, fresh scent. It's faster than using a traditional dust cloth, and you're getting double duty out of a dryer sheet you're probably going to throw away anyway. For stuff like baseboards and blinds, this trick saves so much time it almost makes dusting tolerable. Almost. 4. Fake it till you clean it. Unexpected guests are coming over in 20 minutes, and the house looks like a crime scene. There is no actual time for cleaning, so it's time to master the art of illusion. Open all the windows and let fresh air in and push the stale smell out. Spray some air freshener or light a scented candle so it smells clean even if it's not. Dim the lights just enough to hide the dust and clutter. Nobody can judge your baseboards if they can't see them. Straighten up the visible areas like counters and couches, fluff the pillows, and close doors to any rooms that are complete disasters. Now, this isn't actual cleaning. It's strategic deception, and it works. Guests walk in, smell something nice, see tidy surfaces, and assume you have your life together. They have no idea the bedroom door is closed because there's a laundry mountain threatening to avalanche. Between this, the Febreze tricks we talked about earlier, and dimmed lighting, you can fake a clean house in under 5 minutes. Sometimes good enough is good enough. 3. Use air purifiers to reduce dust buildup. Air purifiers aren't just for people with allergies. They're secret weapons against dust that keeps settling on every surface 2 seconds after you clean. They work by trapping particles like dust, pollen, pet dander, and even mold spores before they land on your furniture. Get one with a HEPA filter and run it regularly, especially in high traffic areas or rooms where dust seems to multiply overnight. The purifier sucks up airborne particles before they settle, which means less frequent dusting overall. Keep windows closed while it's running for best results, and clean or replace the filters as recommended so, it actually works. Between this and the dryer sheet trick we covered earlier, you can seriously cut down on how often you're wiping surfaces. The air stays cleaner, your house looks better, and you're not constantly fighting that layer of dust that reappears every 3 days. It's basically hiring a tiny invisible janitor that works around the clock. 2. Clean in zones. Trying to clean the entire house in one day is exhausting and miserable. So don't do it. Pick one area per day instead, and suddenly cleaning doesn't feel like a prison sentence. Assign each day of the week to a specific zone. Bathroom on Monday, kitchen on Tuesday, living room Wednesday, bedrooms Thursday, and so on. Each session takes maybe 20 to 30 minutes instead of losing your entire Saturday to scrubbing. By the end of the week, the whole house is clean, and you didn't have to block off half your day to make it happen. This routine keeps cleaning manageable, prevents mess from piling up, and makes it way less overwhelming. You're not dreading one massive cleaning day anymore, because it's broken into tiny chunks that barely feel like work. Pair this with some of the lazy tricks we've covered, and you've basically automated half your cleaning routine. 1. Use robot vacuums. Alright, we've hit number 1, and honestly, this is the only hack on this list that feels like actual magic. Robot vacuums are proof that we are living in the future, and whoever invented them deserves a medal and a parade. These little machines scoot around your house, dodge furniture, and suck up dust, pet hair, and whatever crumbs you've dropped during last night's snack binge. And you? You are doing absolutely nothing. Sitting on the couch, watching TV, living your best life while a robot cleans your floors. It is the dream. Most of them can be scheduled to run every single day, so you wake up to clean floors without ever touching a vacuum. They handle hardwood, tile, and carpet, and some fancy ones even mop or empty themselves. Set it once, ignore it forever, and suddenly your floors are always clean. Look, between this and everything else I've covered, zone cleaning, air purifiers, Febreze on everything, dryer sheets, baking soda, you could basically keep your house looking halfway decent without actually suffering. And isn't that the whole point? Let the robots do the work. You've earned it. Well, that's the list. 25 ways to clean your house without actually hating every second of it. Who knew you could throw things in the dishwasher that aren't dishes, or that a lint roller works on literally everything? Honestly, if you told me a year ago that I'd be excited about cleaning hacks, I would have laughed, but here we are. Want more ways to make life easier? Go watch 25 lazy life hacks that actually work. Seriously, it's full of stuff that'll change your daily routine without making your work harder. And if you need something completely different after all this cleaning talk, well, I've got 25 banned facts you weren't supposed to learn. That is one wild ride. Links are down in the description. Alright, hit that like button if this helped you out, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what we're dropping next. Also, throw a comment down below and tell me which hack you're actually going to use. I want to know. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.